Hello and welcome. Today is a very special day because we're going to be doing a Q&A on everything for application questions about awakening star seeds. And I have with me our Chief Technical Director, Mike Pistano.
Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here and explain about this revolutionary book, Collaboration Awakening Starseeds.
Absolutely. So excited. So we're just going to go through the application questionnaire with you guys, because if you're anything like me, I really like visuals. I like video and audio. So the first thing you can do is get out a piece of paper, or you can feel free to start typing in a Google Doc. The first question will be to please share a bit about your background, about yourself, and your intentions about why you would like to collaborate with us on this book. And just take a minute to fill that out. We want to make this process as easy as possible. We know everyone has a lot going on in their lives, so I prefer walkthroughs.
Yes, this is a systematic walkthrough for everyone that needs the clarity and transparency for this
Absolutely.
project.
So we just like to know a little bit about your writing experience. You do not have to be like a published author to be part of this. This is open for everyone, but we would like to know for the second question, so you can just put number 2, is this your first book collaboration? Have you ever been published anywhere before, such as Elephant Journal, Mind, Body, Green, or any online magazine? And if so, please share. We'll just give you a minute to answer that.
Yep, and if you happen to be a blogger, share your blog with us too, because a lot of writers do a lot of blogging.
Yeah, absolutely. We just love to see a sample of your work and where you might have been. And so for question number 3, we'd like to know if you have a specific goal in mind for joining this collaboration. Like, some people might want to be like, I want to promote my business, and since this book collaboration is going to bring me a lot of PR, I want to get my holistic business out into the world, and this is going to launch me, or I'm planning on doing another book, like a full memoir or a poetry book, and so this is going to catapult me to the next level. So whatever your big longer term goal is, please just write that down for question number 3. I'm just going to have some tea while I'm waiting for those answers.
That sounds so good right now.
Green tea. So question number 4, we'd like to know if you'd be willing to participate in promoting this book via Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, etc. We are going to be doing a fair amount of promoting, but we want to make sure that this is a collaborative series and all of our authors are on board to share. Part of this is about visibility, being seen, and a lot of the people I've worked with have visibility issues. They want to come out of the spiritual closet and be their true divine selves, and we're here to encourage that. So, write down all the social media you have. You can even put your links and we can follow you. And then, make sure that you're going to tag us in the post. Tag Radhaa Publishing, tag me, Radhaa, Mike Pistano, and we'll give you a lot of encouragement as well. We're here to support, and that's why we created this, because we wanted this to be a community experience, not just a solo, because we both have done solo projects and they're wonderful, but really we want to extend our community. So go ahead and write that down.
Definitely, and by doing so, you amplify, the collaborative effort as a collective. It definitely helps by cross promotion.
Absolutely. So number 5, we just ask you to understand that there are some financial and technical requirements There is a fee to join, as well as turning in your work on time. So like anything good in life, we have hired a team, and I wish we could all do everything for free, but we have to pay our editors, we have to pay everyone that does something on the book, right? We have a whole team. And so we want you to understand that there's a financial requirement as well as an opportunity to be an affiliate. So if you'd like to be an affiliate, there is a way that you can actually get your chapter for free. And that is if you enroll 3 people to join, then you can get your chapter for free. So if you have a mailing list, if you already work with a lot of people, that's wonderful. It would probably be pretty easy because, we set at a very low price point because we just want people to get enrolled so that we can put this book out into the world. So we have a little link I'm going to put below where you can get all the information. So if you want to be an affiliate, you're going to have to do that ASAP because we're closing the doors to any affiliates by Friday. So
that's right. Sense of urgency.
To make sure you get on the phone with Mike and reach out to us, Mike or Maya. And then we'd like to know about what kind of story you're wanting to share. So that's question number 6. What type of story are you wanting to share? And just to give you an idea, everybody has a different story. Some people might be health coaches coming in, talking about how health elevates them, how nutrition elevates them and activates them, or how that can activate others. Some people might be talking about the dark night of the soul. Some people might be talking about cosmic codes or ET experiences. Some people might be talking about, relationships, what they've learned, how they've grown, or even grieving or death. So there are many ways that we have our awakenings, and they're not always going to be the same for everybody. We all have our niches. We all have our certain passions. So what would that be for you? What do you think it would be about? Maybe it's about crystals, right? Crystals can really help in our healing journey. So everyone has their own story. We want to know what's yours going to be around so that we can help, guide you and make sure that you're on track with it. Okay, so question number 7 is really just reinstating that we are putting this out at the end of spring. And so we do have a deadline. And Mike, do you know what that deadline is?
Yes, the deadline for submissions and final payment of their chapter is March 18 because we are targeting to publish and release the digital copy and paperback copy by May 18th. So it's essential that everything gets submitted on time so that we can proceed seamlessly.
Perfect. So that question number 7 is really you acknowledging and understanding that we have a certain timeline because we have everyone's chapter, right? So our editors are going to be working through them, and then we have formatting, and we want everything to be concise. So basically, do you agree to get your book in by March 18th?
That is true.
And if the answer is yes, just write that down. The sooner you can get started with your story, the better for you and the better for us. I think, you want to feel relaxed and good about it. And then you can relax and just promote it, and we can help you, That's the fun part. So so the other question is would you require any additional assistance in marketing this? If you don't, we do have social media marketing expertise. And what would you say about that? Question number 8.
Yes, because we do offer this additional optional marketing expertise wherein it can help build and target your own particular business, and we can customize those services specifically to your needs and to your market. But that is optional.
Great. So if you do want some extra help, just let us know. And then number 9, what are your fears around visibility or in sharing your story? I just want to say that I understand that sometimes it can be scary to share your story, to come out of the spiritual closet. You know, I happen to write a lot of things that are very personal and very could be considered very vulnerable. I talked about, you know, what I went through with my health crisis. I talked, you know, in my book, I talk about all kinds of stuff, but you have to understand I've been doing a lot of work to clear my blocks. So do you have blocks that would prevent you from being fully self-expressed? And, you know, how can we assist you with that? Because we are going to have a private Facebook group, and part of our team, we do have a shaman healer. So I'm sure we're going to do at least one clearing for everybody inside of that group. So we just want to know how we can assist you. And also, you know, we have discounted fees if you want to get some additional sessions around that. Okay. So I think that pretty much wraps up the this is the first preliminary. And we want to thank you so much for your interest in becoming a co-author and collaborator of Awakening Starseed Stories Beyond the Stargate. We're looking forward to reviewing your responses, and really we're looking forward to getting to know you much better, because we are very connected with the authors that are coming on, and we're going to be doing interviews for everyone, and we'll get to know each other very well. So we thank you for taking the time to fill this out, and please email it back to Mike, our Chief Technical Director, and I'll put the email below. Anything else you'd like to share, Mike?
Well, thank you, Radha, for explaining, everything there. I think the one that I would really like to share and emphasize with everyone is the visibility and blocks, unconscious blocks, because as a writer, there's such a thing as writer's block, and putting yourself out there may trigger that. So by having a shaman on board, it will be definitely helpful. And like Radha said, it will help release and have your full authentic voice. So we definitely encourage you, when we have the private Facebook group up, that you are supported there on that level.
Absolutely. We want to see you shine. That's what this is all about. You know, part of our purpose is to help bring forward voices that are meant to come out in the world. And so we want to see you shine. We want to see you feeling good about your writing, feeling good about your message. And Mike, do we want to talk about the ambassador program here, or should we do a separate video?
I think we can do a separate video for that, but we can actually, if you prefer to continue, I'd like to describe to them the technical aspect of it, which is called the step-by-step book process. Because once you have decided that you are going to submit and we have evaluated your questionnaire, then the next logical question would be, okay, what is this step-by-step process now on how this gets from your computer to us, and then how it gets published on digital, paperback, and everything else. So
that's right.
I can definitely explain that in this video as well, so that everyone has, while they've got their paper and pen handy, or they're typing on the keyboard, this is very easy, and you can keep playing this again if you want. But what we've done is we've created this handy and simple guide so that you can understand the process of the book publishing, because we want to make this as simple as possible, and while adhering to the required structure of putting out a quality publication. So the first one is Gateway 1, is the submission and review of your application, selection, and payment for the package you want, and submitting a chapter in Word document form, because that is the standard that Amazon prefers, by our deadline of March 18. And it's a very strict deadline, so you have to let us know in advance. If you're running into some delays here, please let us know in
Mm-hmm.
advance. Gateway 2 is after you submit your chapter, including your bio with your social media links and headshots, we compile them into this main document with the introduction and creating the table of contents. And at this point, we will email a copy of that document showing your chapter before it makes its way to our team of professional editors. So this basically it's like a rough uh, structure.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next is, because we do love technology and the convenience it offers, but we want to make sure that we have everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we don't want to miss anything. The third gateway, we send the main documents to our editors, and then they do the review and editing process. So, which usually takes at least a couple of weeks, and especially with a healthy number of star seeds sending it,
Mm-hmm.
yes, they will expect to be busy. So, so once we get the document back, we will send each one of you a proof of the edited book and let you read over your chapter and bio. Your
Mm-hmm.
bio, we do encourage you to include all the ways the readers can connect with you. So make sure you put your email there. I'm not sure about phone numbers, but email, social media links, website address, definitely a must. And if
Mm-hmm.
you have a blog, add that too, because we've seen authors that have both websites and blogs. So really put yourself out there so that you can
Mm-hmm.
be found. So this is also your last opportunity to make any minor revisions to your chapter. Any major revisions of your chapter will set back the whole timeline of the project significantly, so we want to avoid that. So please ensure that the story you submit is 100% that you want to share for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Gateway 4, we go over and review the entire document at least 3 times to ensure quality and accuracy. And believe me, even with all the spell checks and grammar checks, you won't be surprised how little things manage to
Pop up. So you're like,
promote.
whoa. I mean, yeah.
Yes.
So it's amazing. So we do have a team, and we have at least 3 editors that are going to go through it. So, but bring it as clean as you can. Obviously, you know what
Mhm.
I mean. So.
Yeah. Thank you, Radha. So once we update the minor changes, we will send it back for final reversion, and then we move on to designing the interior and exterior of the book. So that's our part. Then Gateway 5 is when the final document is ready. The interior of the book is sent to the interior designer, because believe me, there's such a thing as an interior book designer who will lay out the book.
That's
That
why we have a team. It's not just one person.
yes.
We have a whole team that's going to be helping us, and that's why we need everything on time so that we can make sure each step gets properly done. If we push things back, our team will all get pushed back. So, I mean, if you're going to join, start writing right now.
Yes. Yeah, totally. Thank you, Rod. And the next one is like, aside from the interior book designer, there is the exterior book designer. So that one is in charge of designing the cover, front, back, and spine. So that one, like a digital, if you've seen digital books, they're
Mhm.
gonna do the digital cover. They're gonna do the paperback. So that's front, back, and the spine. And of course, the hardcover, that's another different process there. So depending on the package you select, there's actually 3 types of work. No, actually 4 types of work that the exterior cover does. Because the fourth one is like we are also having a digital audiobook coming out on Audible
Mhm.
and iTunes. And that's a whole set of different parameters. So
Yes.
yeah, so but
You
it's
guys,
exciting. It's
but let me interject and say that this is going
yes.
global. That's why it's going to be impeccable and incredible, because we have so many different pieces. We're going to be on Kindle, digital. Your name will be on, on each interface. And unlike other books, collaborative books, where your name never even shows up in Google, we are making sure that your name goes up out in front. So everyone's name is going to be on there. And that's really important, because we're here to credit the authors. We're here to share their work. I've been on collaborative books my name didn't show up. And I was like, bummer, like that's not cool. And so I wanted this to be sort of
Yes.
like everything I ever wanted, like what I really wanted as a as a new author or somebody coming part of a collaborative book. So know that Barnes and Noble, Amazon, across the board, your name will be there.
Thanks, Radha. Yeah, thank you for explaining the experiences that you've had, when it comes to book collaborations. It's so important. So now that we've done the interior and the exterior, what's going to happen is we're going to meet and show everyone the cover design for the book. So, and we here at Radha Publishing will make the final decision on all aspects of the book. And then the next one is the gateway, the sixth gateway. We're almost there. This is pretty much it until one last one. So the next one is once the interior and exterior design work is finalized, we will send everything over to our printer and we will proof a preview copy of the book ourselves, see what it looks like in both digital and paper form.
Can you imagine
so
when it's in the hand?
Yep. So we're going to have a conference call and show it to you guys, right? And once we have the preview copy, we make, and believe me, it's happened, like even through all the sifting and the editing and everything, it's always important to have the preview copy because little things come up, like, when a printer maybe, misaligns the margin or something, things happen. So we are just being transparent with everybody. So prior to placing the larger order, which we basically, when we send out your copies, we want to make sure that you have the best, like the best copy. So just please, like a note on this one, you will have the opportunity during this end stage, once everything is approved, to place a large order of the books at wholesale price, which we will let you know once we determine based on the number of pages and everything what the wholesale price would be. So we can determine your shipping cost. So if you want to order 100 books, 50 books, we will let you know what the cost would be. Yes. So you can use that actually to book book signings, events, workshops. Believe me, that book is a very powerful business and brand builder. Okay. So the last two, Gateway 7. Now that the book is ready and approved for the digital and paperback versions, we will be emailing you your free digital version in a PDF form. The paperback copy will calculate shipping depending where everybody is living and send you an invoice along with additional copies, and the final wholesale price will be announced. You have ordered, which will be shipped as soon as payment has been made. While this is happening, I do encourage you to start sharing, promoting, and talking about it to your network. So really get it hyped up. We'll be tagging everybody, cross-promoting. So like imagine like if there's 22 authors promoting and sharing, that spreads through the digital space like wildfire. And lastly, Gateway 8. By this time, you will have your copies of your books. And we will be issuing global press releases about this book launch to all the major outlets. And we will provide you a copy of that. And that's including all your names and links. This is the time where we as a group really start that sharing, promoting, and talking about it. So, go, if you have a YouTube channel, go start doing your recordings. We'll share it amongst each other and start liking and subscribing to everybody else's channels and social media. In fact, you can organize your own book signings because get this, once everything goes into print, it takes about a couple of weeks before it shows up on Barnes & Noble. And you can actually organize your own local book signings in the local Barnes & Noble in your local neighborhood, just showing them that you are a published author. How cool is that?
Absolutely.
So that is our step-by-step process, and we hope that we've been able to show you how simple, how organized we are in presenting this to everybody.
Absolutely. And, the reason why you'd be able to do it at some place like Barnes & Noble is because we are a publishing company. So if you don't have a publishing company, you cannot go into stores like that. That's very important just to know.
Yes. So that's what we have for this particular segment of the video. For our next video, we will go over the specifics about the affiliate ambassador program in a bit more detail. So we want to keep you focused on this video about the process and the evaluation questionnaire. So thank you for tuning in, and we will see you in the next video.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. I'm over the moon excited already about the people that have said yes. And I know we're calling in the right people that are going to be a perfect fit. So thank you for joining, and don't hesitate to reach out if you feel the call in your heart. So much love. Mwah. Have a beautiful day.
Namaste.
Namaste.